Today we will delve into a story full of twists, turns, choices, and redemption. A story that begins with a promise and turns into a journey that changes not only one life, but the destiny of an entire nation. This is the life of Jacob. Jacob was a young man who wanted much more than life seemed to offer him. From an early age, his mother, Rebecca, realized that he had something special, but she also noticed that he carried within himself an ambition that would take him down unexpected paths. Upon learning that his father Isaac was about to bless Esau, the older brother, Rebecca devised a bold plan. Convinced Jacob to pose as Esau in order to receive the blessing that would guarantee his supremacy in the family. Although reluctant at first, Jacob gave in to the pressure. At the crucial moment, disguised in animal skins to imitate Esau's hairy arms, Jacob approached Isaac, who was old and had impaired vision. Although initially suspicious, Isaac ended up blessing Jacob, granting him the birthright. However, Jacob's joy was short-lived. When Esau discovered what had happened, he became furious and swore revenge. Fearing for his life, Jacob fled to the land of Heron, where his uncle Laban lived. Alone and afraid, Jacob faced a long journey through the desert. One night, he stopped to rest, using a stone as a pillow. It was there that he had one of the most significant dreams of his life. He saw a ladder connecting earth to heaven, with angels ascending and descending it. At the top of the ladder was the Lord, who said to him, "I am the Lord, the God of Abraham and Isaac. I will be with you and keep you wherever you go." When Jacob woke up, he was amazed. He recognized the place as special and named it Bethel, promising that the Lord would be his God. Arriving in Heron, Jacob met Rachel, Laban's daughter, and immediately fell in love with her. He agreed to work 7 years to marry her, but on the wedding day, Laban tricked him into giving him Rachel's older sister, Leah. Jacob was devastated, but he agreed to work another 7 years to finally marry Rachel, the woman he loved. These years of work were not easy. Jacob faced many hardships, but he also prospered, becoming a wealthy and influential man. As the years passed, Jacob felt it was time to return to his homeland. However, the fear of facing Esau still haunted him. As he traveled back, he sent messengers with gifts to appease his brother, but tensions remained high. Then, on the eve of his reunion with Esau, Jacob had a life-changing experience. He spent the night wrestling with a mysterious man, whom he later recognized as God himself. During this struggle, Jacob showed determination and did not give up, even when his hip was dislocated. He declared, "I will not let you go unless you bless me." In response, God blessed him and changed his name to Israel, which means one who wrestles with God. The next day, Jacob finally met Esau again. To his surprise, Esau welcomed him with a hug, showing that he had forgiven his brother. Jacob, moved, declared that seeing Esau was like seeing the face of God. Such was the grace and forgiveness he had received. This moment marked the beginning of a new phase in Jacob's life, one in which he lived with greater faith and gratitude. In the years that followed, Jacob continued to witness God's faithfulness. He saw his sons grow up and become the founders of the 12 tribes of Israel, fulfilling the promise the Lord had made to him. Among his sons, Joseph stood out, but history brought new challenges when Joseph was sold into slavery by his own brothers. Still, Jacob remained confident that God was working in the midst of his trials. As an old man, Jacob moved to Egypt to be reunited with Joseph, who had become one of the most powerful men in that kingdom. There, he lived his last years in peace, surrounded by his family and seeing God's purposes fulfilled in a grand way. Before he died, he blessed each of his sons, declaring prophecies about the future of the tribes of Israel. His last request was to be buried in the land of Canaan, next to his parents. Jacob died at the age of 147, leaving a legacy of faith, perseverance, and transformation. His story shows us that God can use even our failures to fulfill his perfect plans. Trust in God, because he never gives up on transforming lives. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to subscribe to the channel and activate notifications to continue watching us. Hugs and stay with God.